Von Berlin und ich grüße alle Athletinnen und Athleten aus über 50 Ländern zu der größten Paraschwimmsportveranstaltung zwischen den Paralympics. Ich danke recht herzlich dem Berliner Schwimmteam und dem Berliner Behindertensportverband und allen ehrenamtlichen Helferinnen und Helfern hinter den Kulissen und vor den Kulissen für dieses großartige Event, was Sie immer möglich machen. Was sind das für Zahlen? Über 600 Menschen aus aller Welt hier in der Europaschwimmhalle hier in Berlin. Herzlich willkommen.
Können wir ruhig mal einen Applaus, denke ich mir, für den Präsidenten hier bekommen. Friedem, du bist ja zunächst erstmal natürlich der deutsche Präsident. Und aus deutscher Sicht, auch die Deutschen, ihr habt ja ein bisschen nach den Paralympics, wurde ja gesagt, ja, es könnte ja immer besser sein, aber insgesamt bist du schon ganz zufrieden mit der Entwicklung im paralympischen Sport, oder?
Der paralympische Sport hatte ja vor gerade mal 5 Jahren einen Sprung in London gemacht, wo alle Sorgen hatten, kann das jemals ein anderes Land, eine andere Stadt toppen? Und dann ist uns etwas in Rio de Janeiro mit der brasilianischen Bevölkerung gelungen, dass wir auf einmal die Paralympics in einen Mittelpunkt gerückt haben, die für manche die Olympischen Spiele haben vergessen machen lassen. Es geht aber nicht darum, sich an den Olympischen Spielen abzuarbeiten. Olympische Spiele und Paralympische Spiele sind eine große weltsportliche Einheit und deshalb sind wir natürlich stolz, dass Rio de Janeiro ein solch tolles Event in der Geschichte der Paralympics war.
Ja, kann man schon mal, denke ich mir, so unterschreiben. Und Friedhelm, jetzt haben wir Paralino hier bei uns und wir haben uns sogar mal eine Goldmedaille geben lassen. That's a original gold medal for the international championships. So today in the evening we have 6 finals. So what you can say to our guests?
At first, a warmly welcome on behalf of the German National Paralympic Committee. I'm very proud to greet more than 600 athletes here at Berlin in this wonderful swim hall. A lot of them know this hall since a lot of years, and I'm very happy that I meet a lot of friends from the Paralympic family. And please clap your hands for the organization, the volunteers, and the Berlin swim team and the Berlin organization for disabled. Thank you very much.
Now the British and the Netherlands are coming slow. They are much longer, I'm very sure, when we have the races in the water. And Friedhelm, I must look, it's a perfect stadium here, it's perfect area. So what is your thinking that Berlin can do maybe world championships here in Berlin?
I need not a second to say yes, certainly, but where other shall it happen? And I hope World Paraswimming and the IPC will decide that this is the real place and a good place for World Championship in Berlin.
And Friedhelm, we have very, very fast water here. So Paralino says that was a great speak of our president. So ich denke mir, du wirst noch ein bisschen hier bleiben, wirst dir noch ein bisschen was angucken. Sind ja auch noch ein paar deutsche Eisen im Feuer. Die willst du dir auch noch mal ein bisschen von der Nähe angucken, oder?
Ja, und natürlich auch nach der internationalen, was Ute Schinkitz und ihr Team ins Auge zu nehmen haben, damit man in Mexiko die Startlinie vor dem Rücken des Gegners sieht.
Also Ute Schinkitz, falls sie gerade zuhört, ich glaube, ich habe jetzt einen neuen Scout für dich entdeckt, den Friedhelm Julius Bücher. Vielen, vielen Dank, Friedhelm, dass du da warst, dass du da bist und herzliches Dankeschön.
Nichts zu danken, freue mich mit Ihnen und euch auf die Wettkämpfe. Be successful, have a lot of fun and see you beside the water.
Thanks a lot. Hast du die Medaille wieder? Vielen, vielen Dank. Ja? Wie immer großartig. So, and ladies and gentlemen, in a few seconds we would like to start with a victory ceremony over women's 800-meter freestyle. Please, Aridna Beltran, Jessica Applegate and Olivia Jablonska, please come immediately to the victory ceremony. So, and I would like to say for preparation, all the other victory ceremonies, men's 800-meter freestyle, Oliver Hind, Bas Tacken, Jakob Gerdebrun, please come to the victory ceremony, and the 4x100-meter freestyle relay women and men, please come all to the victory ceremony. Ladies and gentlemen, victory ceremony, women's 800-meter freestyle. Die Siegerehrung wird vorgenommen vom Präsidenten des DBS, Friedhelm Julius Beucher. Ja, Third and winner of the bronze medal, representing Spain with 741 points, Ariadna Edo Beltran. Second and winner of the silver medal with a new world record and 847 points, representing Great Britain, Jessica Jane Applegate. And winner and international German champion 2017, also with a new world record and 895 points, representing Poland, Olivia Jablonska. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand up, rise if you can for the national anthem of Poland. Meine Damen und Herren, bitte erheben Sie sich von Ihren Plätzen, sofern Sie können, für die Nationalhymne Polens. Congratulations to all our medalists. Ladies and gentlemen, the victory ceremony over 800 meters men's freestyle. Third with 761 points, representing Spain, Jacobo Garrido Brun. Second in this fantastic race with 4 world records over 800 meters. The new world record with 870 points, representing Netherlands, Bas Tacken. Winner with a new world record, 924 points, representing Great Britain, Oliver Hind. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand up, rise if you can, for the national anthem of Great Britain. Meine Damen und Herren, bitte erheben Sie sich von Ihren Plätzen für die Nationalhymne Großbritanniens. Congratulations, these guys. It was a real fantastic race over 800 meter freestyle. I told to you 4 world records, fantastic athletes and a fantastic race. Congratulations once more again. Ladies and gentlemen, victory ceremony, women's 4x100 meter relay. Third and winner of the bronze medal, Schwimmteam Mecklenburg-Vorpommern. And ladies and gentlemen, I know that they have many fans here in the hall. The whole families are there. Second and winner of the silver medal, Team Iceland. And winner and international champion of Germany, Team Japan. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand up, rise if you can for the national anthem of Japan. Meine Damen und Herren, bitte erheben Sie sich von Ihren Plätzen, sofern Sie es können, für die Nationalhymne Japans. Thanks a lot and congratulations to all these women. Ladies and gentlemen, the victory ceremony for men's 4x100 meter relay freestyle. Victory ceremony. Third and winner of the bronze medal, Poland. And second, and winner of the silver medal, that is Team Fiammororo from Italy. And ladies and gentlemen, winner and champion gold medalist by the International German Championships, Team United States of America. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand up, rise if you can for the national anthem of USA. Meine Damen und Herren, bitte erheben Sie sich von Ihren Plätzen für die Nationalhymne der USA. Ja, und meine Damen und Herren, ich bitte nun um Ihre Aufmerksamkeit rund um das Becken, weil wir begrüßen jetzt die technischen Offiziellen für die Abendsektion hier bei uns am Pool. So, we direct your attention to the pool deck. The officials for this evening session of swimming events will be entering the pool deck now.
Du musst den Moonwalk nicht machen, ja? War gut die Siegerehrung dafür, dass du müde warst. Hast du gut gemacht. War gut. Hast jetzt auch einen guten Rhythmus gehabt. Also mit dem Warten und so.
Ladies and gentlemen, the World Para Swimming Technical Delegate is for the evening session David Mitkoff. We have 3 referees. The first is Ingmar Hahn. Following Andreas Reif. And last but definitely not least, Ulf Reinmar Stoll. Starter Manfred Keil. And starter Julia Albina Nussum. Ladies and gentlemen, these are the technical officials.
And as we welcome our officials to the poolside, we welcome you to the live stream wherever you're watching around the world. Good evening and welcome to Berlin for the Internationale Deutsche Meisterschaften Swimming Championships 2017. I'm Jonathan Bell and it's a pleasure to have you alongside us to keep us company while we watch some very intriguing para swimming racing indeed. Some world-class athletes on show. We've had 20 world records already in the first 1.5 days of this competition, and we're hoping for many more tonight in the finals. And you can see there the women's 100-meter freestyle will be our B final, kicking things off today. In lane 0, S6 swimmer from Great Britain is Maisie Summers-Newton. In lane 1 is S7 swimmer Denise Graal from Germany. In 2 from Italy is the S10 swimmer Alessia Scortacini. In lane 3 is the S12 swimmer from Spain, Maria Delgado Nadal. In 4 is S10 swimmer from France, Elodie Lorandi. Maya Rijkaard of Sweden is in lane 5. In 6 from Great Britain is Eleanor Robinson. In lane 7 is S10 swimmer from the Netherlands, Lisa Kruger, who has got a fantastic track record in this event. In lane 8 is Joanna Mendak from Poland. She's an S13 swimmer. And lastly, in lane 9 is S5 athlete Sarah Louise Rung. So from 0 to 9, it's Summers-Newton, Graal, Scortacini, Nadal, Lorandi, Rijkaard, Robinson, Kruger, Mendak and Rung. This is the women's 100-meter freestyle B final. A couple of interesting battles as well thrown up in this B final. Lane 4, Elodie Lorandi, who was the fastest qualifier out of these 10 swimmers, is an S10 swimmer, just like Lisa Kruger in lane 7. And those two in the Paralympic Games in Rio finished just 1.54 seconds away from each other. Elodie Lorandi managed to get bronze for France, and Lisa Kruger had to settle for 5th place in that Paralympic final. Who will come out on top this time around? Well, currently leading the way is Elodie Lorandi, but remember, it's not just those two battling against each other. The other 8 athletes in their different classifications are all aiming, should I say, to get as high a points tally as possible. The points are worked out using the time in relation to the respective world record in that classification. So the first one to touch in there is the bronze medalist from Rio, Elodie Lorandi. 805 points for her. Will that be beaten, though, in lane 5 by Maya Rijkaard? It certainly is. 837 for the Swede. And will that be beaten? The only one that can is on the far side, Sarah Louise Rung of Norway. Coming home now. Will it be enough? The answer is no. She has to settle for 6th in the end. So in lane 5, our first gold medalist of the evening in the B final is Maya Rijkaard of Sweden. And we can see the confirmed times up there on the screen for you now. Maya Rijkaard, who finished 6th in the Paralympic Games in Rio in 2016, comes out on top on 837 points. Elodie Lorandi has to settle for the silver medal. And with the bronze, Lisa Kruger. We're now ready for the C final. In lane 0 from Japan is Eri Ike, who finished 5th in the heats in the Paralympics in Rio. Louise Fiddes is in lane 1 from Great Britain. In 2 is Alice Tai from Great Britain. In 3 is her British teammate Zara Maloney. In lane 4 from Japan is Chicago Ono. In 5 from the Netherlands is Lizette Sounissen. In 6 from Spain is Sarah Gascon. In lane 7 from the Netherlands is S10 swimmer Chantal Zijdeveld. In lane 8 from Germany is S14 athlete from Berlin as well, Yadina Brewer. And in lane 9 from Spain is Isabel Yingoa Hernandez Santos. So from 0 to 9, it's Ike, Fids, Tai, Maluli, Ono, Tunison, Gascon, Zijdeveld, Brewer and Hernandez Santos. This is the women's 100 metre freestyle C final. And we are off and underway. Just a reminder as well, with these finals, we have four finals for each event. So we kick off things, obviously, with the women's 100 metre freestyle. We had the B final. This is the C final. Then we have the U final after that. And later on in the evening, we will end on all of the A finals. And the A finalists are the top 10 swimmers from the heats earlier on today. In the B final, they are the swimmers that finished 11th to 20th in the heats. And in the C final, of course, these are the 21st to 30th best placed athletes from the heats earlier on today. They are positioned in terms of lanes, not in terms of who got the fastest time, but who got the best points in the heat. So we see silver medalist from Rio, Sarah Gascon, S9 swimmer, in lane 6, really looking to put the pressure on here and try and get as many points as possible. The Spaniard coming in on 730. Leading the way in lane 3, though, is Zara Maluli of Great Britain. 747 for her. Will Chicago Ono of Japan manage to beat that? The answer is no. She gets 692. In second spot in lane 7 is Chantal Zijdeveld of the Netherlands on 736 points. But coming in now, this is S3 swimmer Lisette Tunison, who finished 4th in Rio, and she is looking to come in here for a potential high score. Will it be a gold medal winning score? The answer is yes. 786 for Lisette Tunison. And another Dutch athlete here in Berlin manages to come out on top. As we can see there, Louise Fidders with the quickest time, but when it equates to the points, it's Lisette Tunison who takes it. 786 for her. Zara Maluli settles for silver on 747, and Chantal Zijdeveld makes it a Netherlands 1-3 with 736. Next up is the women's 100 metre freestyle U final then. A breathless start to proceedings so far tonight, and long may it continue. In lane 0 from the USA is Gia Pelagini. In 1 from Slovakia is Tatjana Blaterova. There on your screen is Gina Butcher of Germany. In lane 3 from the Netherlands is Amber van der Kroek. In 4 from Spain is Marian Paulo Lopez, who's an S13 swimmer. In 5 is the American Aspen Shelton, who also is in the S13 category. In lane 6 from Great Britain is Tony Shaw, wearing that Nelly the Elephant style costume that I mentioned earlier. I think it's quite an apt description. In lane 7 is Danielle Hartin, who's opted against it, the Great British swimmer there, the S14 athlete. And in lanes 8 and 9, yet in the pool, the S6 athletes are Ayala Thewik of Egypt and Laila Suzigan Garcia. Just on your right of the screen there is Ayala Tufik. She'll be in lane 8, and in 9 is Laila Suzigan Garcia. So from lane 0 to 9, it's Pelagioni, Blateranova, Butcher, van der Kroek, Paulo Lopez, Shelton, Shaw, Hartin, Tufik and Garcia. This is the women's 100 metre freestyle youth final. So all these athletes born in the 21st century, in the year 2000 or later. The youngest athlete we have in the pool is on the near side in lane 0, Gia Pelagini, S13 athlete from the United States of America. Just 13 years of age she turns this year. But the one to watch will be Marianne Polo Lopez in lane 4, also an S13 swimmer. And she finished earlier on in the heats with the highest points tally out of any of these youth finalists. Aspen Shelton as well in lane 5 from the United States. Got a world record on day 1 yesterday. What has she got up her sleeve today? It's those two in the middle battling it out. Marianne Polo Lopez on the near side of the two yellow lanes, and Aspen Shelton now in lane 5. They're coming up to the wall simultaneously, and they are just about split, however, by 0.3 of a second. And it is Aspen Shelton of the United States that touches in first on 725 multi-class points. In second spot in lane 4 is Marianne Polo Lopez, touching in on 714 points. On the far side it's tight as well, but neither of those two are that far side there in the S6 category, challenging the medal positions. So the youth champion looks as if it will be Aspen Shelton. That is as long as Gina Butcher coming in now, the S4 athlete from Potsdam, doesn't spoil the party. She will not get gold, but will she get in the top 3? The answer is yes, just about. So we now have our podium finishers. In first spot and getting gold is Aspen Shelton. In second is Marianne Polo Lopez. And the bronze medalist is Gina Butcher of SC Potsdam in Germany. Classified results there up on the board, and it just shows you Gina Butcher may have finished bottom in terms of time, but right up there in the points, and she manages to get a bronze medal in her home pool. So next up is the men's turn of the 100-meter freestyle event. We start as ever with the B final. In lane 0 from the Netherlands is Thies van Hofwegen. Next to him is his Dutch teammate Bas Takken, who we saw get a world record earlier, of course. Olivier van der Voort of the Netherlands is in lane 2, so 3 Dutch swimmers to start with. In lane 3 from Iceland is Robert Isaac Johnson. Oliver Hind of Great Britain is in lane 4. In 5 there is Kiichi Kimura of Japan. Lane 6 from Italy is Francesco Bertella. In 7 is the German crowd favourite Tobias Polap. In 8 is Patrick Kalinski from Poland. And completing the pool in lane 9 with some cracking tattoos and shorts to boot as well is the Spanish swimmer David Levesque. Just waiting to join the pool there. You can just see at the top of your screen at the head of lane 9 is S1 athlete Francesco Bertella of Italy. So from 0 to 9, it's Van Hofwegen, Takken, van der Voort, Johnson, Hind, Kimura, Bertella, Polap, Kolinski and Levesque. This is the men's 100-meter freestyle B final. So it may be the B final, but we still have some big names in this one. None other than Ollie Hind in lane 4, who was one of 4 athletes earlier on to get a world record in the 800 meters, and it was absolutely outstanding. I think one extra bit of glee for Ollie Hein would be the fact that the world record he beat was the one that his brother Sam held previously, but Ollie Hein now is top of the hind tree. In lane 2, it's decent swimming from Olivia van der Voort, who is a S10 swimmer from the Netherlands, and is coming in looking very dangerous indeed as well. 766 for him. He's currently leading the way, but it won't be for long, because right down the centre, Ollie Hein takes things there on 806. But in lane 7, Tobias Pollap just is edged out. He's second. So Ollie Hein manages to hold on to first position, and Ollie Hein is one of the athletes to watch when it comes to Mexico City 2017, September of this year, after his 2 gold medals in Rio, and he looks as if he's on course for a gold medal here in the B final in Berlin as well. The only person that can stop him is this man, Francesco Bettella of Italy, the S1 athlete, who is demonstrating exactly why the freestyle event is the most popular of the para-athletes, because of course any stroke goes, and no matter what the impairment, each swimmer will have their own favoured way of doing things. And of course Francesco Bettella, amputee of the right leg and limited use of the left leg as well, so really does utilise the backstroke effectively, and the world record that he is pursuing is 2:15.83. He's going to be outside of that, but it's all about how close to it he can get, and that will determine how many points he has. It's 8:06 that he has to beat. It's going to be very close coming towards the wall. Will it be Ollie Hein or will it be Francesco Bettella? It is Ollie Hein by 3 points. It could not have been closer between those two. It was a real grandstand finish, that. But Ollie Hein collects another medal. This time it's gold. And you can see that the confirmed times up on the scoreboard. 806 points for Ollie Hein. Francesco Bettella really pushed it all the way on 803 points. And Tobias Pollap on 794 gets bronze. The next up is the C final, as we look at Ollie Hein there, getting out of the pool, looking very shattered indeed. A lot of hard work going into that swim, but it was definitely worthwhile in the end. We look at the C final now with Takura Yamada of Japan in lane 0. In 1 from Great Britain is Jacob Leach. Ivan Salguero Oteza of Spain is in 2. In lane 3 from Croatia is Christian Vincetic. In lane 4 from Japan is Yucho Tomita. In 5 is Slovenia's Darko Juric. In 6 from Great Britain is Kahoru Harazawa. In 7 from Spain is Jose Faustino Afonso Dominguez. In lane 8 from Canada is Alec Elliott. And in lane 9 is his Canadian teammate Felipe Vachon. So from 0 to 9, it's Yamada, Leach, Otsea, Vincetic, Tomita, Juric, Harazawa, Afonso Gomez, Elliott and Vachon. This is the men's 100 metre freestyle C final. Here we are then. This is the C final, the men's 100 metres, who will take gold in this event. Darko Juric in lane 5 is an S4 athlete, so he will most likely be the last one to finish. However, he finished 5th in his category at the Paralympic Games in Rio last year. He'll be looking to medal this time around in Berlin. There'll be a lot of stiff competition around him, however. including that of this man on your screen now. In lane 3 is Christian Vincetic of Croatia, S9 athlete, chasing the world record of 54.18, and he's not going to be a million miles off it either, as he comes in there at 740. A fantastic swim, but he is pipped to it in lane 1 by Jacob Leach, and a bit of a fist pump from him as well. He knows that as it stands, he currently is leading the way, the man in lane 1 from Great Britain. He's an athlete, is Jacob Leach, at 17 years of age, and this would be a massive success for him should he not be denied here by Darko Juric, who is looking very threatening indeed as he comes in towards the final few metres or so. Surely he'll get more than 7.59. It's going to be close. It's 7.49, 10 points out. Jacob Leach manages to hold on. A relief for him. And a gold in the end. Once again, your confirmed times up on the scoreboard. Jacob Leach taking it. Darko Juric in second spot. And Christian Vincetic just 9 points off the silver medal position. So, next up is the youth final. You can see the athletes getting ready there in the background of that shot. In lane 0 from France is Florent Mareich. In 1 from Germany is Adam Karras. In lane 2 from the Netherlands is Duncan van Haren. In 3 from Spain is Ariel Enrique Schrenk-Martinez. In 4 from Germany is Malte Braunschweig. In 5 from France is Mail Kornic. In 6 from Hungary is Bence Moksari. In lane 7 is one of a double dose of Great Britain's in Benjamin Fulston. In between the two Britons is Barry McClements in lane 8 from Ireland, and in 9 completing the pool is Britain's Oladaisi Adefizan. In lane 0 tonight, it's Mareich, Karras, Van Haren, Schrenk-Martinez, Braunschweig, Kornic, Moksari, Fulston, McClements, Adefizan. This is the men's 100-metre freestyle youth final.
Ja, und liebes Berliner Publikum, hier sind zwei junge Wilde sozusagen dabei. Der eine 2001er Jahrgang aus Unna.
Well, not much variety in classification and not much range in age either. These swimmers are either born in 2000 or 2001 and consist of S8, S9 and the S10 category. The crowd certainly looking for home success in the form of Malte Braunschweig in lane 4. He's from Berlin, in his home pool here, and in the S9 category as well. The world record is 54.18, set by Rowan Crothers of Australia back in Brisbane in 2014. Looking strong in lane 3 there is Ariel Enrique Schrenk-Martinez. He's in the S9 category as well. He looks as if he's going to spoil the party here. He's really coming in strong towards the final few metres. Duncan Van Haren is the one that touched it in first on 7.17, but will he be beaten by Braunschweig? The answer is no. He gets 706, but manages to still touch in second, a time under 1 minute. There's some great celebrations by those of a German persuasion here in the Europa Sports Park. In third spot from France is Michael Kornic. We're about to see your front three now in terms of points confirmed on the screen. Duncan Van Haren taking things for the Netherlands, something they have done very well so far in the opening 2 days of competition. Malte Braunschweig in second, and Mail Kornic touches in third and gets the bronze. So next up we go on to the splash and dashers. Very quickly we're moving on here in this event. It's very fast and frenetic stuff in the pool, and it's credit to the organisers, donned in blue tonight, as you may have noticed, for enabling this competition to run so swiftly. So we're ready for the women's 50-meter backstroke B final.
Our starters are not ready in the moment.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
And in a few moments we will get on with that B final. Just getting word that the backstroke ledgers are being put in place first, and believe me, if you've seen them done or even tried putting a backstroke ledge in, you will know they are very difficult pieces of apparatus indeed to get right. But you can see the lineup for that B final up there on the screen, and one thing that will strike you is the variety of nations that you see on that left-hand side, and that is mainly due to the fact that this is the 5th and final World Series event of the calendar year. It's the last competitive championships before the World Championships in Mexico at the end of September, and therefore it's very important that all those swimmers who are maybe in a bit of limbo as to whether or not they will be on that plane to Mexico come here, get in some very much needed points to make their place secure for those World Para Championships later on this year. Of course, there'll be some athletes out there as well who maybe have already qualified for Mexico City, but need to make sure they keep up their form. And what better place to do it than Berlin? It's one of the best pools in the world, shown by the fact we've had 20 world records so far in the opening 2 days of competition, and I sense there will be more to come as well. We are ready for the women's 50-meter backstroke B final. We can see who lines up in that once again. In lane 0 from Chile is Francisca Castro, who is an S10 athlete. Also in that category is Emmeline Pierre, who's in lane 1 from France. In lane 2 from Spain is Maria Delgado Nadal. She's in the S12 category. In lane 3 from the USA is Espen Shelton, S13 swimmer. In 4 from the Netherlands, and the favourite for this one is Cleo Keizer, who is an S8 athlete. In lane 5 is Isabel Yinghua Hernandez Santos from Spain in the S10 category. And alongside her in lane 6 from New Zealand is Tupu Nuifi.
New Zealand, Tupu Nuifi.
S9 athlete.
Lane 7.
In 7
Greece,
will be Alexandra Stamtopoulou, who is currently on the side there, waiting for the whistle to go into the pool. In 8 on the screen there is Ari Ike of Japan, and Mackenzie Cone of the United States of America completes the pool for this B final. Alexandra Stamatopoulou of Greece entering the pool there. She will take her place now in lane 7, and we will get ready for this women's 50-meter backstroke B final. Here we go, a splash and dash from one side of the pool right to the other. It's as simple as that for these athletes, who will manage to do it in a quick enough time in comparison to their respective world record and claim gold here in Berlin. It's a very spread out pool, as you would expect, with a big variety of classifications taking part in this event, and you never quite know who has taken gold until the last person has touched the wall. But we have our first few touching the wall there, and look at that in lane 4. It's looking like a very good point score indeed from Cleo Keizer. 765 with a time of 37.12. But all eyes now on lane 7. Alexandra Stamatopoulou. What can she do? The Greek swimmer is looking very good indeed, and it will be enough for silver. It was so close there, and the Greek athlete on 762, just 3 points off the gold, which is claimed by the Dutch athlete Cleo Keizer. Another intriguing finale there, with Cleo Keizer coming out on top. Stamatopoulou in second, and Nuifi getting bronze. And the best thing about the 50-metre backstroke, not only is it quick in the pool, it's quick out of it as well. We are ready already for our C final. In lane 0 from Great Britain is Grace Harvey. In 1 from Germany is Denise Graal. Lucy Etienne is in 2 from France. In lane 3 is Spain's Marian Polo Lopez. Maisie Summers-Newton is in lane 4 from Great Britain. In 5 from Hungary is Sofia Concoli. Alicia Scortacini of Italy is in lane 6. In 7 is Rebecca Duba of New Zealand. Sarah Louise Rung is in lane 8. She is from Norway. And in 9 is home favourite Gina Boccia from Germany. So from lanes 0 to 9, it's Harvey, Graal, Etienne, Polo Lopez, Summers-Newton, Concoli, Scortacini, Duba, Rung and Butcher. This is the women's 50-metre backstroke C final. And you can never discount the C final from having its fair share of quality, particularly in lane 8, Sarah Louise Rung. And then we have mentioned many a time so far in these championships on the live stream. And she is a silver medalist from Rio 2016 in the S5 category. She's in lane 8 here. What will she manage to produce at the Internationale Deutsche Meisterschaften Swimming Championships? Already coming in towards home are the central lanes, and a wonderful bit of performance coming in from Sophie Concoli, but will that be beaten? The answer is yes, in lane 4 by Maisie Summers-Newton of Great Britain, but eyes are on the far side now, and Gina Boccia. Can she manage to beat 686? It looks like a very difficult task as she comes in towards the wall. Maybe a podium finish is the next best option. She'll just miss out on it, and it means that our front 3 now looks like this. Maisie Summers-Newton gets the gold medal. Silver for Zofia Concoli of Hungary, and the bronze goes to France's Lucy Etienne. Confirmed times up on the scoreboard there, and credit to those athletes for managing to topple a silver medalist such as Sarah Louise Rung all the way down into 7th. Maisie Summers-Newton, good championships for her so far. She takes the C final.
On lane 1 auf der Bahn 1 vom SC Potsdam, Felicia Labera.
The G final is up next in the women's 50-metre backstroke discipline. In lane 0 from Germany, and from Berlin, incidentally, is Pauline Opitz. In 1 from Germany as well is Felicia Labera. In 2 from Belarus is Anastasia Zuzivalia. In lane 3 from Germany is Isabel Marie Goglin. In 4 representing the Netherlands is San Hoffman. In 5 from Chile is Valentina Munoz. In 6 is Turkey's Sevilay Öztürk, who finished 8th in the Paralympic final in Rio in 2016. Daniel Hartin of Great Britain is in lane 7. In 8 from Germany is Kim Schneider. And in 9, representing Germany, completing the pool, is Marlene Engelach. So from lane 0 to 9, it's Opitz, Labera, Zudzilava, Goglin, Hoffman, Munoz, Öztürk, Hartin, Schneider and Engelach. This is the women's 50-metre backstroke youth final. We are underway, and again it's a tremendous credit to these young athletes to have someone like Sevilay Öztürk in lane 6, just 14 years of age, the S5 athlete, and she can already boast about having a place in the Paralympic finals of 2016. She finished 8th in that one. She wasn't a million miles away, in fact, from the podium. Here, what can she get out this time around? Good performance in lane 5 from Valentina Munoz. 603 is her score. She misses out on the top 3 there. Trying to aim for the top 3 here is Sevilay Öztürk of Turkey. Will it be enough? The answer will be no, unfortunately for her. But in lane 3, Isabel Marie Goglin on 655 means it is a German gold medal. In second spot are the Netherlands with San Hoffman. And in third position is Felicia Labera of Germany. So Germany 1-3 there. Topped by Isabel Marie Goglin.
On lane 1, representing New Zealand, Jesse Reynolds.
Up next is the men's 50-metre backstroke, and as ever we start with the B final. Remember, we have the B final, the C final, and then the youth final, before later on in the evening session we move on to all A finals. And believe me, there are some A-list lineups. But in lane 0 for this B final is Alec Elliott from Canada. In 1 from New Zealand is Jesse Reynolds. In 2 is Vincenzo Boni from Italy. Christopher Arbuthnot of New Zealand is in 3. From Poland in lane 4 is Patrick Biskup. In 5, representing Denmark, is Niels Mortensen. Jordan Catchpole from Great Britain is in lane 6. In 7, from Italy, is Federico Malachi. In 8, from Estonia, is Cardu Plumipu. And in 9, completing the pool, from France, is Hugo Didier. In lane 0 tonight, Elliott, Reynolds, Boni, Arbuthnot, Biskup, Martinez, Catchpole, Malachi, Plumipu and Didier. This is the men's 50-metre backstroke B final. We are underway, and I'm really looking forward to this one. It's a very swift start from a lot of the favourites. One of them is there in the middle of your picture, Patrick Biskup of Poland, an S9 athlete, but really going at it very strong at the moment. And look at all them potential scores we're going to get as they come in towards the touch. Very fast indeed. And the quickest one there is 802, recorded by Niels Mortensen in lane 5, the S8 athlete. Touching in and doing tremendously well in the process. Will that be beaten by Vincenzo Boni, though? The S3 swimmer coming in now. The answer will be no. He settles for 9th, 735, his points total. But Niels Mortensen, S8 swimmer, getting a time there of 31.33, and that's only just over a second off his respective world record that was held, and still is held, after that by Kongzhu of China. There are your confirmed scores up on the screen. Niels Mortensen leading the way. Christopher Arbuthnot and Jordan Catchpole separated by just 1 point. So close between those two.
Representing Italy, Francesco Betteglia.
It's the Danes reigning supreme in the B final. Who will come out on top, though, in the C final, I hear you ask? Well, we are about to find out. Lining up in that finale, in lane 0 is the veteran S10 swimmer from Hungary, Tamas Gigri Deutsch. In 1 from Italy is Francesco Betella. In lane 2 from Spain is Miguel Angel Martinez Tajulo. In lane 3 from the Netherlands is Thijs van den End. In 4 from Germany is Malte Braunschweig. No rest for the wicked, all for him. In lane 5 from Turkey is Beytullah Eruglu. In lane 6, representing Japan, is Keiichi Kimura, who's also back in the pool. Lane 7 from Belarus is Aymeric Partimentia. In 8 from Chile is Alberto Albaza. And Italy's Simon Cielo Ciuli is in lane 9. So from 0 to 9, the near side to the far, it's Deutsch, Betella, Tajulo, Denend, Braunschweig, Eruglu, Kimura, Parmentia, Albaza and Cielo Ciuli. This is the men's 50-metre C final for the backstroke. Officials just making sure that everything is all well and good in lane 5 with Betula Arugli, the S5 athlete, one of the lowest classifications in this final. And also in lane 6 as well, Keiichi Kimura, S11 swimmer from Japan, just getting in the pool now. Each swimmer in this event requiring different ways of beginning, different bits of assistance. All those aids are now with them, it seems, and we are ready for the men's 50-metre backstroke C final here in Berlin. Of course, athletes that have amputations of the arms require to hold on to a bit of rope that dangles down from a coach or a trainer or just a general assistant, and that they grab that on with their teeth, have their feet on the normal part of the backstroke leg where you would normally find your feet to be placed, and then jump off from that position onwards. So then, this is looking very quick indeed, particularly down the centre in lane number 6. Coming in there with 760 points is Keiichi Kimura. Will that be defeated? Well, in lane 2, it's Miguel Angel Martinez Tejulo, who looks more likely to do that than anybody, although that looks like it's now fading away. In lane 8, there's still hope for Alberto Abaza of Chile, but even he can't defeat 760. So it's all left now to Francesco Bertella of Italy. What can he do here? Can he squeeze away onto the podium? It's looking very difficult as time goes on here, and he will miss out as well. So your final 3 there is Keiichi Kimura taking the gold on 760. 33.8 is his time, which is just over 2 seconds off the world record in that category. In second spot and getting the silver medal in lane 7 is Ayeric Parmentia. And in third, the bronze medal goes to Turkey and Betula Aruglu on 673, just 3 points off of the silver.
Unter einer Minute, da muss ich mir den natürlich für Sie hier kurz holen. Ich weiß nicht, ob die Eltern auch wieder da sind. Komm hier einfach mal vorbei, sind bestimmt wieder oben. Also, euren Applaus erstmal hier nochmal für Malte Braunschweig. Malte, da oben sind Sie wieder.
Well, I said before this race that Malte Braunschweig would be very tired. He's already just swam a race, of course, and he's straight back into the pool for the men's 50 backstroke. And now Christian's joined him to try and get some words out of him as well. And he looks very tired indeed.
Klassischer Trainerspruch, okay. Was konntest du heute? Muss dir ein Eis ausgeben für die unter einer Minute, oder was muss heute machen?
So as we leave Christian to talk there to Malte Braunschweig, who has swam very well indeed today in front of a home crowd here in Berlin. A wave to family and friends as well. We look at the start list for the youth final, which is just moments away. And once again, a range of nations, classifications and times as well, but they are all united in terms of how good they are when it comes to the points. In lane 0 from Brazil is João Victor Benicio. He looks very excited indeed for this one, the man in green shorts there. In lane 1 from Spain is Enrique Jose Alhambra Mola. In 2 from Poland is David Tomczyk. In 3 from Iceland is Robert Isaac Jonsson. In lane 4 is Fabian Brun from Germany. In 5, representing Hungary, is Benz Moksari. In 6, from Germany, is Simon Prodanovic. Again, likewise to Malta Braunschweig, he's from Berliner Schwim team. In 7, from Israel, is Mark Malia. In lane 8 is Antonio Fantin from Italy. And in lane 9 is New Zealand's Kayleen Edwards. So from lane 0 to 9, it's Benicio, Muller, Tomczyk, Johnson, Brunner, Moksari, Prodanovic, Malia, Fantin and Edwards. This is the men's 50-metre backstroke youth final. Here we go, a blistering start, particularly from those swimmers in the nearest 4 lanes, and there's a right mix of classifications there. The lowest classification in this pool is S6 swimmer Antonio Fantin in lane 8 on the far side, but also Fabian Brunner in lane 4 is an S7 swimmer, and he's looking good indeed in lane 4. Keep your eye out for that. Coming towards the wall now. It's in fact lane 5 where it's happening with Benza Moksari of Hungary. Can he hold on to 633 being the top score? The answer is a very firm yes. Hungary picking up the gold and seeing off the German competition from the left and the right of that 5th lane. In 2nd spot is Germany and Fabian Brunner, and touching in 3rd and picking up bronze there is Robert Isaac Johnson. And Christian spoke to some of those of an Icelandic persuasion a bit earlier on, and they'll be delighted with that. 2 points clear of Simon Prodanovic and managing to get on the podium in this youth final. And that is the last of the BC and youth finals as well. We are on to the A finals now, and things are going to get very interesting indeed. This is what everyone here has paid the money for. This is why I'm sure you at home have tuned into the live stream this evening. Everybody gearing up for some absolutely cracking A finals that are coming our way. Women's 100 freestyle coming up first, then the men take over with the same discipline. The women then are back with the 50-metre backstroke before the men take to the pool with the same distance and the same stroke. And the day will be ended with the women's 150-metre individual medley. That is before the men do the same race as well, and that will be our finale. What more could you want from the Internationale Deutsche Meisterschaften Swimming Championships 2017? Very good evening, a good morning, or good afternoon, wherever you're watching in the world. I'm Jonathan Bell, and I've been here for the first 2 days of these championships, and I'm certainly not going anywhere for the next 2 either. 20 world records, that's an average of 10 a day. If we carry on at that rate, then we will have 40 by the end of Sunday, which would be absolutely unprecedented. There are great things said about this pool, but it is certainly showing its worth, and more importantly, so are these world-class para-athletes. So we look now at the A final. In lane 0 from Great Britain is Jessica Jane Applegate. Already she has smashed so many world records here. A heat time just under 1 minute, and she lines up in lane 0. In lane 1 from Italy is the S11 athlete Cecilia Camallini, who will be looking for success here. The Italians wearing gold hats all the way through these championships, and they're definitely striving for gold in this events as well. In lane 2, sorry, is the Kazakhstani, who is an absolute legend. You can see her there. She's Zulfiya Gabidalina, born in 1965, and she is the women's 100 freestyler S3 Paralympic champion. She absolutely blew the pool apart in Rio de Janeiro. In lane 3, from Great Britain, is Hannah Russell, who will be looking to join Jessica Jane Applegate as one of the most successful athletes, not only at this event, but also when it comes to the autumn as well, and the Mexico World Championships. She's one of those you'd expect to be right up there. In lane 4, you can see there in the blue at the back of the shot is Monica Boggioni, S4 athlete from Italy. She has been absolutely incredible so far in championships. She got a world record yesterday, a world record this morning as well. In fact, yesterday she beat her own world record twice in one day, in the heats and then the final. What has she got in store for us tonight? In lane 5 is one of the hottest prospects of Paralympic swimming at the moment. Lisette Bruinsma has got 18 world records in 3 years. She's an S11 athlete from the Netherlands, and the Netherlands really do have a fantastic crop of young para-swimmers coming through at the moment, and she epitomises them. In lane 6, from Great Britain, completing a trio of British athletes taking part in this A final, is the S14 swimmer Bethany Firth, who holds the world record for her classification in this event. In lane 7, from Canada, is one of the ones to watch, not only in this race, but in the championships as a whole as well. She won 3 golds in Rio de Janeiro, and she lines up in lane 7 here, the S10 athlete. In 8, from Germany, from SC Potsdam, is Maika Naomi Schnittger. She's an S2 athlete, and she's aiming to close down the world record currently held by Oksana Shevchenko, which is 58.41 seconds, which has been held by 5 years since the London Paralympic Games. She definitely is going to get a great reception here. Maika Naomi Schnittger of Germany. And last but by no means least, in lane 7 is S7 swimmer from the United States of America and the reigning Paralympic champion as well. It is Cone Mackenzie. Mackenzie Cohen, rather. From lane 0 tonight, Applegate, Camillini, Gabidulina, Russell, Boggioni, Bruinsma, Firth, Rivard, Schnittger, Cohn. This is the women's 100 metre freestyle A final.
So, ladies and gentlemen, in the morning session we have a world
this pool absolutely littered with medals, Paralympic medals as well. In lane 2, Zulfiya Gabidalina, gold medal from Rio 2016. Hannah Russell, bronze medal in the S12 category from Rio 2016. Lisette Bruinsma, also a bronze in the S11 category. And Aurelia Rivard, gold for her in the S10 category in 2016 as well. And that's not to mention Mackenzie Cohn of the United States of America in the S7 category. Absolutely superb from her. She won the gold in that by over 3 seconds. So, on your screen there in lane 3 is Hannah Russell of Great Britain in one of the higher classifications in this final. But of course, it's all about the points. And look how big this could be from Bethany Firth in lane 6, 913, 933 coming in as well from Hannah Russell. That is a fantastic time from her. And it's a new world record as well, is it? I'll just having a quick look at the screen here. The S12 record is just short of it. For a moment there, it looked as if that was going to be it. It's 57.99 from Bethany first. She just misses out on a world record as well, but someone who won't miss out on a world record, it looks as if, is Monica Boggioni. Just a quick look at the clock there, and it is a new world record from Monica Boggioni, and that is her 4th of these World Championships. The first of the night in the final. Monica Boggioni on 125.52 gets gold for Italy and a world record to boot as well. Just looking up at the confirmed times on the screen there. And Monica Boggioni with a world record, 1,012 points. Hannah Russell in second on 933, just missed out on a world record, as did her fellow Brit, Bethany Firth. But both of them are on the podium, and I'm sure that will be more than enough for them.
So, und ich bin gespannt. Mein Live-Kommentator hinter mir sagt mir, das hat bei Monica Boggioni doch gereicht zu einem Weltrekord. Also ich werde euch das gleich noch nachreichen, ob es gereicht hat oder nicht. Wir kommen jetzt erstmal zum nächsten Finale. The final men's 100 meter freestyle, the final.
So a super women's A final. Let's see what the men can do now. The bar has been raised very high indeed, but once again we are met with stars of the para scene. In lane 0 from Spain is Jose Antonio Marie Alcaraz, a 3-time Paralympic medalist. He is an S9 swimmer. In lane 1 from the Netherlands is Michael Schumacher in the S4 category. In 2016 he managed to get a bronze medal as well, and perhaps there would have been a bit of disappointment there. He's been there and done that as Michael Schumacher, and he would have felt he could possibly have done better in Rio, but nonetheless a bronze medal is no mean feat at all. In lane 2 is Andre Brazil, who absolutely lapped up the opportunity to swim in front of his home crowd back in Rio, and he's here in Germany as well to swim today. In lane 3 is Jordan Catchpole of Great Britain. He's had a wonderful couple of days here on the international scene for the first time as well. His parents watching at home, and he definitely looks pumped for this one, as does his teammate from Great Britain, Thomas Hamer, who's just using all the time he can here to keep cool, calm, hidden in that very big coat. I don't know how he's wearing that in the temperatures that we're witnessing here in this Europa Sports Park. But he looks like a very cool customer at this moment in time, the 19-year-old. And he is in lane 4. In 5, from Belarus, is Ihar Boki. And where do you start on this man? He finished in first spot, getting gold in the 2016 Rio de Janeiro Paralympic Games, and he also holds the world record as well of 50.85 seconds. Will that be improved on here today? In lane 6 is Great Britain's Jack Thomas. He's from the Welsh faction of the Union, and he lines up here in the pool today as one of 5 British athletes in this final. It's a really exciting time for British swimming in the Paralympics. Lane 7 from Israel. You will definitely know that man if you've not known him by now. You certainly will know his smile. He had a fantastic smile on the podium yesterday when he was getting his Paralympos bear and medal as well. Don't know what he was more happy about. That is Tak Mamistavlov. He lines up in lane 7. In 8 is Jonathan Fox, who is competing in an event, one of the few events he competes in, that he hasn't actually got a world record for in the S7 category. He's chasing 1 minute 34 and do not rule it out tonight in this pool. And the last of the British swimmers, swimmer number 5 from Team GB, is Lewis White in lane 9, an S9 swimmer, and he completes the pool. So from 0 to 9, it's Alcaraz, Schoonmaker, Brazil, Catchpole, Hamer, Bucky, Thomas, Mamistolov, Fox and White. This is a who's who of men's 100 meter freestyle, and they come together in the A final. And we are off and underway. I would not want to be brave enough to try and guess who's going to take this one, because it really could be any one of these 10 athletes. And how many times can you say that in a final of this magnitude? Coming up towards the halfway point, no surprises that IR Bucky leading the way in one of the higher classifications of S13. Of course, this really ranges right from the bottom of multi-class classifications at S1 with Isaac Mamistolov in lane 7 and up to S14. Jordan Catchpole in lane 3, Thomas Hamer in 4 and Jack Thomas in 6 are in that classified bracket. But here in the one below, IR Bucky showing exactly why he was a gold medalist in Rio. 51.3 is his time, and we wait and see if that's a world record. The answer is no. Will it be enough for the gold though? 937 for him. No one is currently beating that. However, just saying that, in lane 4, Thomas Hamer, 970, manages to get his way into the gold medal position there, Thomas Hamer. And it's so close to a world record, but he's just missed out by 0.11 seconds. Could not have been closer there. So now it's down to Isaac Mamistolov, who holds the world record in the S1 category with a time of 2:15.83. He could be on course for that here. Just having a look now at how far away he is from the finish. It's around 20 meters or so. So if he carries on going at this pace, then he may push it all the way. Earlier on he got a time of 2:29.26. He has to beat 970 points. Thomas Hamer is the one leading the way. Can Isaac Mamistolov overcome that? It looks like he's slightly waning away, coming towards the finish, and he won't get the gold. Can he get a spot on the podium? The answer will be no, because the buffer is 900 set by Andre Brazil. But what a class field we've seen there, topped off by Isaac Mamistolov, coming up in 10th, and that completes a wonderful A final. A pleasure to watch that. Thomas Hamer coming out on top. He was a fraction away from a new world record. He did get an area record for his efforts, and more importantly, he gets the gold as well with 970 points. Aya Bucky in second on 937, and Andre Brazil on 900. Look at that for a top 3. Jordan Catchpole in his first international event did not come too far away from a medal position either, with Jonathan Fox and Jack Thomas, his 2 great British teammates, not too far behind him as well. So we now focus our attention to the right end of the swimming pool again. That's because we will be moving on in a few moments' time to the women's 50-metre backstroke. That will be after, however, the medal ceremonies, which are coming up very soon. Just getting word through that Monica Boglioni's swim wasn't a new world record, which is a wee bit controversial. Official Paralympic record prior to this event in the S4 category was 126.9. by her fellow Italian, who was Argiola Trimmi. But it seems like the officials here have ruled it as not a world record, but whether it's a world record or not, let's not get bogged down by it. Monica Boglioni, another goal for her. She already has 3 world records from this event. Does she really need another one? Coming up next, though, we will have the medal ceremonies of the 100-meter freestyle, the German champion, the youth German champion, and the international junior champion as well. Coming up in just a few moments. If you're just joining us, a big welcome to Berlin, the Internationale Deutsche Meisterschaften Swimming Championships 2017. I'm Jonathan Bell, and absolutely delighted that you join us with us on the live stream. I've been hoping that you'll have been with us all day, however, and I've seen a total today alone of 9 world records. 21 in all over the course of the 2 days, and we're not even done quite yet. In a few moments' time, we will resume with racing, but before that will be the medal ceremonies from some of the super events that we've seen already tonight. The 100-meter freestyle presentations will be underway very soon indeed, with, of course, this being an international competition, but this is the German parameter as well, so not only do we have international winners in the A finals, the B finals, the C finals and the juniors, but also we have presentations for the German champions, the junior German champions, and the international junior champions.
So, ladies and gentlemen, now we have the victory ceremonies.
And I'll pass you over to Christian, who will lead you through the victory ceremonies for the 100-meter freestyle German champions.
Meine sehr verehrten Damen und Herren, wir kommen zur Siegerehrung in der offenen Klasse des 100 Meter Frauen Freistil-Finals. Hier belegte den dritten Platz Janine Breuer. Zweite wurde Denise Grahl. Und deutsche Meisterin über 100 Meter Freistil der Damen wurde Maike Naomi Schnittker.
And you know when it's a German ceremony, when the three colours of Germany, black, red and yellow, are shown around the chest of the athletes there, with the medal at the end of them. And of course, as ever, Paralinos, the mascot teddy bear, being dished out to all the winners as well.
Meine sehr verehrten Damen und Herren, und nun kommen wir zur Siegerehrung über 100 Meter Freistil der deutschen Damen, der jungen Damen. Hier belegte den dritten Platz Nele Labuda. Zweite wurde Kim Snyder. Und deutsche Jugendmeisterin wurde Gina Böttcher. Ja, geben Sie auch den jungen Nachwuchsdamen nochmal einen Riesenapplaus bitte mit, meine Damen und Herren. Ja, vielen Dank, die jungen Damen. Victory ceremony, women's 100 meter freestyle youth final, international. On the third place with 793 points, representing Great Britain, Eleanor Robinson. Second and winner of the silver medal, representing Netherlands, Lisa Kruger. And international German youth champion 2017, representing Netherlands, Lisette Brunsma. Thank you, ladies. And I hope that we have the winner on the podium. So international German champion over women's 100-meter freestyle with 1,012 points, representing Italy, Monica Boglioni. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand up, rise if you can, for the national anthem of Italy. Meine Damen und Herren, bitte erheben Sie sich von Ihren Plätzen, sofern Sie es können, für die italienische Nationalhymne. Ja, und ich wäre sehr dankbar, wenn die Vivian mir
We definitely have heard that Italian national anthem played quite a few times due to Monica Boglioni's success over the last couple of days, and I have to say that there are a lot of people who may not be Italian in the slightest, but are beginning to enjoy the rhythm of that. It's quite a catchy national anthem, I have to say, one of my favourite ones. If I was ever going to do a list, although I doubt that's ever going to be a time that's going to happen. But oh well, moving on now, we have done with the medal ceremonies and we move on to our next race, I believe, in a few moments' time, which will be the women's 50-meter backstroke A final.
Vivian, vielleicht könntest du uns ein Zeichen geben, ob ihr fertig seid.
We're just making sure that everything is present and correct behind the scenes in order for the next race to go ahead efficiently.
A-Finale 50 Meter Rücken der Frauen.
Women's 50-meter backstroke.
And now the athletes begin to appear. So we've seen some absolute belters tonight so far in the pool. What will this one provide? This is the women's 50-meter backstroke. And in lane 0 from the Netherlands is S10 swimmer Lisa Kruger, who we have just seen on the podium, and straight away she has to run off it, get changed, make sure she's in the right frame of mind, and also make sure that she puts Paralinos in a safe place as well in her bag. And now she's out in lane 0. ready for this final. S10 athlete who's enjoyed a lot of success so far in the last couple of days, as has been the case for a lot of these Dutch swimmers. She may have had Paralympic success in the past, but she's definitely in the right frame of mind, ready for her final competitive race before the World Championships in Mexico in the autumn. So Megan Richter there in lane 1 for Great Britain. She's an S8 athlete. Next to her here is Nuria Marquez Soto, who is from Spain, and 33.25 was the record she got this morning. Will she beat that again here in the pool today? Gia Pelagioni of the United States is in lane 3. She's the in the joint highest classification for this one in S13. Next to her is Monica Boggioni. We said Lisa Kruger would have to be quick off the podium to get changed for the next event. Well, Monica Boggioni, don't know if she went behind one of those magic curtains where you suddenly come out in a new costume, but she certainly managed to get changed quickly there. And the S4 athlete lines up in lane 4. Next to her in lane 5 is Hannah Russell there, just cracking the knuckles, getting ready for this one. And she is an S12 athlete. Now, here in lane 6 is gold medalist of the women's 50-metre backstroke in Rio 2016. A national hero is what they're dubbing it on the PA, and you can't really argue with that. The Singapore swimmer, who also holds the world record for S2, lines up in lane 6. In 7, from the Netherlands, is Lisette Teunissen, a bronze medalist from the women's 50-metre backstroke in Rio 2016. It was an awfully successful championship for her. She looks very relaxed, in good mood as well, bit of a smile on her face, looking forward to what will also be her final race of the day. In lane 8 is Abby Kane from Great Britain. She is the 3rd British swimmer in this final, and she looks as if she can't wait for this one to just get started. The long introductions make you just want to get in the pool even more, but it's done to increase the anticipation for these sort of finals. Not like it needed it, however. In 9th from Hungary is Bianca Papp in the S10 category.
Representing Hungary, Bianca Papp.
So in lanes 0 to 9, it goes Kruger, Richter, Marquez Soto, Pergolini, Boggioni, Russell, Zhu Yip, Teunissen, Kane and Papp. This is the women's 50-metre backstroke A final. Off we go, and of course with the backstroke, we saw it earlier with the longer backstroke distances. There's a range of ways of setting off in the backstroke depending on what your impairment is and what classification you rank in. And you can see the divide there between the higher classifications up towards the front of the pool and the lower ones towards the back. But it does mean that unlike most events in the multi-class, you are actually racing against each other in a way, and we've got an area record coming in there in lane 3 through Giulia Pergoni. It's not a world record, however. In lane 2, Nuria Marquez Soto, the time she has to beat is 33.25, and she has done it as well. It's a 2nd world record of the day for Nuria Marquez Soto, an area record, as we said, for Giulia Pergoni. She had to beat 30.72 for the world record. She's not done that, unfortunately, for her. In 3rd position is Hannah Russell of Great Britain. Who had to beat 31.62 And she's not quite managed it. But the confirmation there of the world record on the screen for Nuria Marquez Soto. And she takes the gold as well with 929 points. So 2 world records in a day for Nuria Marquez Soto. And that makes now 21 world records over the course of 2 days. The reason it's not 22 is there was doubt over Monica Boggioni's one earlier, and then it's been ruled to not have counted. But Nuria Marquez Soto does get a world record in the women's 50-metre backstroke. She got one earlier in the heats, and she's got yet another one in the final tonight. Superb work from the Spaniard, and she takes gold here in Berlin. So now it's time for the men to show us what they've got in this distance and with this stroke as well. The men's 50-metre backstroke A final is inbound now, and look at some of the names we've had on there. You may be pretty new to para swimming, but if you've just been watching even the last day, let alone the last 2, then you will recognise quite a few of these names right now. In lane 0 from the Netherlands is the S10 athlete Olivier van der Voort. In the orange jersey there, which is always synonymous, of course, with the Netherlands, no matter what the sport is.
Representing Netherlands, Oliver van der Voort.
In lane 1 from the Czech Republic, gold in Rio in the S4 category. It, of course, is Arnost Petracek. He also holds the world record as well for the S4 category, and he got that in the World Series as well in Sheffield at the end of April. It was a time of 42.22, and he'll be looking to go even further here.
He was by the Paralympics in Rio de Janeiro, and he is coming.
Andre Pereira Garbe from Brazil is in lane 2. S9 athlete knows exactly what it's like to be in front of a home crowd, and he really feels like he's in front of a home crowd here as well. Just giving a bit of a fist in the air to quite a few Brazilians that are gathered around the halfway point of the gallery on the far side next to the Japanese, and they've got a few light up bits and bobs with them as well. A few lights that they can put in the air and make some noise and make some colour here, as Brazilians do best. In lane 3 here from the Netherlands, Mark Evers, S14 athlete, looking very happy and confident ahead of this one. In lane 4, S7 athlete Jonathan Fox, who holds the record for his category, 32.56 that he got in his home Paralympics in 2012 in London. And look at that for a face of determination. Big breath from him. He knows exactly what he's capable of. He got the most points out of all 10 of these athletes coming into this final. What is he capable of in the next minute or so? In lane 5 from the United States of America is S8 athlete Robert Griswold. The time that he is chasing down is 30.26, set by Kong Zhu of China in Rio de Janeiro last year. And his entry time earlier on today in the heats, Robert Griswold, was just a 1/10 of a second off that. He was not far away at all. Can he go just that little bit quicker tonight? In lane 6 from Belarus is the S11 swimmer Hiroi Zudzilau, who is next to a silver medalist from Rio. In the S5 category, it's Great Britain's Andrew Mullen. You can see there on the left side of his chest, the right as we look, is the Paralympic logo. Can he get another para medal under his belt? Next to him is his British teammate. It's Stephen Clegg, the S12 swimmer, who's aiming for the world record of 28.07 set by Karalampos Taginidis in Berlin here in 2016. And lastly, in lane 9 from Italy is Riccardo Menciotti. He completes the pool. So from 0 to 9, it goes Van der Voort, Petracek, Garber, Evers, Fox, Griswold, Zudzilau, Mullen, Clegg and Menciotti. This is the men's 50-metre backstroke A final. Off we go then with the backstroke. And a couple of ones to look out for. Jonathan Fox, of course, in lane 4. He got the most points earlier. As I said just before this started, he's been there and done that many a time on the international scene. What can he produce here now? It's good. 892 coming from the American in the centre, but Jonathan Fox goes that little bit better. 32.56. He misses out on the world record there. It looks like it's a world record from Robert Griswold. Is that his second of the day? I think so. We'll have to wait for confirmation of that. 30.24 looks very good indeed. And indeed, it's confirmed there on the screen. Arnas Petracek as well on 41.63 gets a second world record in this race. There you have it.
Please prepare for all the victory ceremonies over 100 meter.
Robert Griswold and Arnas Petracek. You can see that there on the points. It's sensational from Robert Griswold. Gets silver. Jonathan Fox didn't get a world record, but he didn't need one. Still got the gold anyway. And I touched on the Brazilians there, and there they are. It's a tambourine. It's the reflection off the tambourine. I thought they brought some luminous colours here to the Berlin Arena. But I'm sure the tambourine makes sufficient noise. And I'm sure they're making great music at the moment. Shame we can't hear them.
It's a good sound. You can come to us. Come on. Brazil, where you are, where is your sound? Give it me once more. So, Christian, we have a new DJ. Wow, that's great, guys. Very, very nice.
And Christian certainly enjoying that there. And certainly enjoyed the swimming we've just seen with 2 world records. Robert Griswold. And also Arnas Petracek. Medal ceremonies coming up next.
Und meine Damen und Herren, wir kommen zur Siegerehrung über 100 Meter Freistil der Herren. Und zwar der deutschen Herren. Hier belegte den 3. Platz Adam Karas. Zweiter wurde Malte Braunschweig. Jetzt verwechseln sie hier noch das Podest, die beiden. Gute Laune haben sie. Und deutscher Meister 2017 über die 100 Meter Freistil wurde Tobias Pollap. So, nochmal einen großen Applaus für unsere jungen Champions da. Die ganz Jungen, die kommen gleich. Aber das sind schon mal die jungen Champions. Und meine Damen und Herren, wir kommen zur Siegerehrung der Jugendlichen aus Deutschland über 100 Meter Freistil. Hier belegte den dritten Platz Felix Fichtelmann. Den zweiten Platz belegte Adam Karas. Und deutscher Jugendmeister wurde Malte Braunschweig. Herzlichen Glückwunsch. So, und die beiden freuen sich jetzt riesig. Victory ceremony over 100 meter freestyle from the youth final. Third and winner of the bronze medal with 759 points. Representing Great Britain, Jacob Leach. Second and winner of the silver medal, representing Iceland, Robert Isak Jonsson. And international youth champion 2017 was 804 points, representing Great Britain, Louise White. And please spend them a great applause once more again. Thanks a lot. And ladies and gentlemen, victory ceremony over 100 meter freestyle open class men. Third with 900 points, representing Brazil, André Brasil. Second and winner of the silver medal with 937 points, representing Belarus, Ihar Boki. And international German champion 2017 with a new European record and 970 points, representing Great Britain, Thomas Hammer. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand up, rise if you can, for the national anthem of Great Britain. Meine Damen und Herren, bitte erheben Sie sich von Ihren Plätzen, sofern Sie es können, für die Nationalhymne Großbritanniens. So and now we are looking forward for the victory ceremony over 50-meter backstroke women. And we are starting mit der offenen deutschen Klasse. Dritte der deutschen Meisterschaften über 50 Meter Rücken der Frauen wurde Isabelle Marie Gauquelin. Und sie heißt natürlich Isabelle Marie Gauquelin. Den zweiten Platz belegte Gina Böttcher. Und deutsche Meisterin im Jahr 2017 über die 50 Meter Rücken wurde Denise Grahl. Ja, nochmal einen Applaus bitte für die Damen hier. Und wir kommen zur Siegerehrung über 50 Meter Rücken der Jugendklasse. Hier belegte den dritten Platz Felicia Laberer. Mach keine Fanfare mehr. Und Felicia kommt vom SC Potsdam. Den zweiten Platz belegte von der SG Bayer Isabelle Marie Gauquelin. Und deutsche Meisterin wurde vom SC Potsdam Gina Böttcher. Herzlichen Glückwunsch den jungen Damen. And ladies and gentlemen, victory ceremony over 50-meter backstroke, international youth. Third and winner of the bronze medal representing Great Britain, Abby Kane. Second and winner of the silver medal representing Hungary, Bianca Papp. And international champion with a new area record for the American states, representing USA, Gia Pergolini. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. And victory ceremony over 50-meter backstroke women open class. Third and winner of the bronze medal with 911 points representing Great Britain, Hannah Russell. Second and winner of the silver medal, representing USA, Gia Pergolini.
You are just joining us on the live stream. A very good evening to you. We're watching day 2 coverage in the evening session of the Internationale Deutsche Meisterschaft and Swimming Championships 2017. It's the medal ceremonies for the 50-meter backstroke. And here's the gold medal winner from Brazil, Núria Marques Soto, who has another gold to her collection and a world record as well. Her second of the day after she'd already beaten the world record this morning in the heats.
Please stand up, rise if you can for the national anthem of Spain. Meine Damen und Herren, bitte erheben sich von Ihren Plätzen für die Nationalhymne Spaniens.
And that for now is the last of the medal ceremonies. So we're ready for our final women's event of the night, and it is the women's 150 individual medley. And if you are unfamiliar with para swimming and the concept of a 150 meter individual medley, it's 50 meters back, 50 meters breaststroke and 50 meters freestyle. So they will be starting from the right end of the pool and finishing towards the left as they normally would. And there is your lineup for this A final. Swimmers ranging from SM3 to SM4, so it should be a reasonably close race, particularly in the central lanes. But having said that, Monica Boggioni, in the form that she's been on in the last couple of days, will try and make this as rampant a success as possible. The only factor that could play into everyone else's hands is any fatigue that Monica Boggioni may have. She swam that many races, she swam that many world records as well, but we will wait and see if that will be a factor in this event. So the athletes begin to be paraded to the pool side, near where the medal ceremonies took place, on the right hand side of the pool. 6 athletes taking part in this one, and in lane 2 from Israel is the SM3 swimmer Veronika Guerenko, 19 years old, and the Israelis don't have many para-athletes, but when they are here they do seem to produce in the pool. Let's see what they can do through Veronika Guerenko. In lane 3 from SC Potsdam here in Germany, it's Gina Bottcher, who is 16 years of age, the youngest taking part in this final. And here in lane 4 is the girl of the moment. It's Monica Boggioni. In lane 5 from Poland is Karolina Heimer,
Lane 5, 4 times she was by the Paralympics,
who is also in the SM4 category. Lanes 3, 4 and 5 SM4 swimmers. In lane 6 is Japan's Sakuko Kato, who is 62 years of age, which is absolutely remarkable. She's in the same category as Veronika Guerenko, SM3. Wave to the crowd as well. She's certainly got a few admirers. There's some in the far side with a Japanese flag in the spectators gallery who are cheering her on. And it's good to see Sasuko Kato acknowledging their support, as is Sonia Sigatoto, who is in lane 7, SM4 athlete. And is 27 years of age. There's Karolina Heimer, and a bit of support as well from the Polish spectators, who have got their white and red flag on the far side too. These athletes getting ready and poised for the first leg, which will be the backstroke. And getting position now is Karolina Heimer of Poland, just making her way across to lane 5. So from lanes 2 to 7, it's Veronika Guerenko, Gina Bottcher, Monica Boggioni, Karolina Heimer, Sakuko Kato, and Sonia Sigadatia. This is the women's 150 metres individual medley final.
Ja, meine Damen und Herren, 150 Meter Lagen. Das ist eine Disziplin, die nicht immer geschwommen wird und die vor allem in der Startklasse S3, S4 hier geschwommen wird. Und ich bin sehr gespannt, wie Gina Bottcher vor allem das hier.
So, just the 2 world records to look out for in the 2 categories taking part, SM3 and SM4, which makes it a lot easier than previous finals we've seen tonight. SM3, which Veronika Guerenko in lane 2 and Sakuko Kato are taking part in lane 6 as well. That record they are looking to get as close as possible to is Olga Swiderska, of Ukraine. She set a time of 2:54.14 in 2006 in Rio de Janeiro. How close can Guerenko and Kato get to that? The remaining swimmers: Gina Boccia in lane 3, Monica Borgioni in 4, Carolina Heimer in 5, and Sonia Sigurdotir in 7, are all aiming for the world record of 2:47.57 in the SM4 category, which was set by Zhao Cheng of China. Also at the Rio Games in 2016. And again, it's a record that may get to a year old if these athletes can't stop it from carrying on. It's standing as world record. On your screen there in lane 4 is Monica Borgioni, well out in front, no surprise. She's definitely the hot favourite for this one, and she makes her way now onto the freestyle for the final 50 metres. It certainly looks as if that she's doing terribly well for time. Remember, she's got to beat 2:47.57 if she's going to get a world record. It looks like it's going to be a difficult ask, that, but you wouldn't rule her out of anything. She's looking for a hat-trick of world records this weekend. She doesn't want to go a day without one, which looks like she may do here if she doesn't pick up one in this final. She's got 20 metres to go. 2:47.57 is the aim. Even if she doesn't beat that, she's still going to get very close to 1,000 anyway. But if she comes now towards those final 10 metres or so, can she do it inside 7 seconds? It's looking very good indeed, and it will be a world record for Monica Borgioni. 1,010 is the points for her. 2:46.73 is the time. She has done it by just under a second, but it needn't matter how much she's done it by, because Monica Borgioni could now boast yet another world record. We thought she may have got one earlier. She has definitely got one now. There is no doubts about that whatsoever. Now the question is, where will the rest of the medals go? Because no one is taking that gold away from Monica Borgioni. Touching in second there in lane 5 is Carolina Hammer of Poland on 702. Her time 3:19.92. It will be better than that of Gina Boccia, who looks poised at the moment to finish in the bronze medal position, and in fact she has confirmed her spot there as well, because none of the remaining 3 swimmers can go any better than the 3 we have already seen touch home. On the screen there is Sakuko Kato of Japan, the veteran, as we touched on earlier, born in 1955, and immense credit to her for still carrying on the sport she loves right to this day. And she embarks now on the final 10 metres and will get over 400 points. Will it be above 450? It's going to be very close indeed, touching in now on 454, outside of the medal positions, but ahead of Veronika Guerenko, who comes in now. And Veronika Guerenko touching in on 431.91 in 5th position and on 410 points. And then camera on here, Sonia Sigurdotir from Iceland. Qualified for this event with a time of 5:40 on the dot, and it's going to be very close to see if she's actually going to get close to that, because she's got around 15 metres to go in the pool, and she's currently on 5:13. So I think that she may beat her entry time, which would be very good indeed as a personal accolade for Sonia Sigurdotir. There's a few Icelandic supporters in here as well, and they'll definitely be happy with Sonia Sigurdotir's performance there as she touches in on 5:40. And there's your new record holder, Monica Borgioni, in the SM4 category for the women's 150 individual medley. And, well, we questioned at the start, would she have any fatigue going into this? And I have to say, I feel very foolish right now on looking back on those comments, because I couldn't have been more wrong. Monica Boggioni really showing how great an athlete she is, and she deserves all the media attention she's currently getting. In the bottom left corner of the pool, the camera is there, also photography as well, catching a glimpse of Monica Boggioni as she makes her way out of the pool, and as the world record holder of the SM4 Women's 150 individual medley. And Monica Boggioni, of course, it's good timing for her. She is 19 years of age, and this is, of course, 1/4 of the way through the 4-year cycle for the next Paralympic Games in Tokyo. And it's enough time, 3 years, to really build up for those Olympic Games, those Paralympic Games, to be a possible contender for a podium spot. Let's see if we've got any more potential future Paralympic medalists. Lane 0 from Croatia's Tommy Braja. In 1 there from Sweden is Michael Fredriksson, SM3 athlete. Likewise to the competitor next to him as well from Greece. Ioannis Kostakis is in lane 2. He is the oldest athlete taking part in this final. 4-time medalist from the Paralympic Games. He's looking very composed out of this one, as is Efrem Morelli as well of Italy. Next up is Israel's Ayad Shalabi. I did say earlier that when we do see an Israeli in the pool, that they do seem to impress and provide some impressive performances as well. SM2 swimmer is Ayad Shalabi.
Lane 5, winner of the bronze
in 5 from Denmark is SM4 athlete Jonas Larsen. And a good cheer from the Norwegians here as well. I'm not quite sure where they're situated in the spectator gallery, but they're very loud, that is for sure, even if they're not to be seen. In lane 6 from Spain is Miguel Luga, another really experienced veteran of the sport, born in 1976, and lining up here in Berlin in lane number 6. No way from him, just focusing on putting the goggles on and getting this race swum and run.
Lane 7, 5 times by the Paralympics.
Jan Popilsil. He's had a busy couple of days or so. He's been in a lot of events. Like most of these para swimmers have their final opportunity to try and get as good a form as possible going into Mexico at the end of September. Alexei Talai will hope to be there as well, the SM2 athlete. And in lane 9, bit of a love heart signal that from Yusuf El Sad, and he looks like he really means this one as he lines up in lane 9. Yusuf El Sayad from Egypt. In lane 0, Brasia. In 1 is Fredriksson. Kostakis in 2. In 3 is Morelli. Lane 4 is Shalabi. 5 is Larsen. 6 is Luca. Povisil is in 7. In lane 8 is Talai. And in 9 is Yusuf El Sayed. This is the men's 150 metre individual medley final. Well on the way with the first leg then, which of course is the backstroke. And unlike the previous race we saw with the women in the 150 individual medley, we have 3 classifications rather than the 2 in this. SM2, SM3 and SM4. The SM2 world record, which concerns Alexei Talay in lane 8 and Ayad Shalabi in lane 4, is set by Curtis Lovejoy of the United States of America back in Edmonton in Canada in 2003, and the time was 4:20.59. 4:20.59 is the time that Alexei Talay in lane 8 and also Ayad Shalabi in lane 4 have to get close to. In terms of SM3, Michael Fredrickson in lane 1, Ines Kostakis in 2 and Yusuf El Sayed in lane 9 are concerned in that argument, and the record there is set by Wenpeng Huang of China in the Paralympic Games in Rio in 2016. 2:40.19 is that record. If anyone's going to get close to that, I would personally predict it would be Ines Kostakis, which is a very difficult record to come close to, let alone beat. And that's for the SM4 athletes. Tommy Brasher in 0, FM Morelli in 3, Jonas Larsson in 5, Mikael Luger in 6, and Jan Povisil in 7. The record they're looking to beat is Cameron Leslie's from 2016 in Rio, 2:23.12. in order to defeat the New Zealander. So in lane 5, Jonas Larsson of Denmark certainly got a lot of support before this race. He won't beat the world record, but how close can he get to it in order to get a high amount of points? 835, which is a time there of 2:36.61. Seems him so far successful. Can anyone push any further to snatch that gold medal away from him? The only contenders that possibly can at the moment are lanes 1, 2 and 9. They are Michael Fredrickson, Ines Kostakis and Yusuf Al Sayed respectively. It's hard to say at the moment if Alexei Talay in lane 8 is going to come close, because he is just getting on now with the freestyle leg, so we'll have to see how his pace looks on this third and final leg for him. Coming in now for Greece is Ines Kostakis, 653, just outside the medal places there, and it looks like the medal places won't be disrupted. So the only swimmers we have remaining now are the 2 SM2 swimmers, Ayad Shalabi in lane 4 and in lane 8 is Alexei Talay. And just having a look at how far away they are from the finish here, currently looking as if he's leading the way. In fact, on the far side is Yusuf Al Sayed, although Ayad Shalabi you would expect would be the one making the inroads in this category. That is not the case, though. He's the man on your screen now, Ayad Shalabi, and he's not going as quickly as he would have liked, although that may be just an illusion, because Yusuf Al Sayed may just have brought his best form for this final. He's on the far side in lane 9 and he's around 10 metres away from home. The record he's looking to defeat is 4:20.59, and he's not going to come too far out of it. Just on the far side as well, touching in there, is Yusuf El Sayed. Quite sewn up, but we'll see. So just to summarise so far how it stands, and it looks as if it's going to finish that way as well. In front, lane 4, Ayad Shalabi. In second spot is Jonas Larsson of Denmark in lane 5. And in lane 3 is Ephraim Morelli of Italy on 780 points. It certainly was a very competitive final indeed. And Ayad Shalabi, who looked as if he was slightly dropping off the pace a bit at one point at the start of the freestyle leg, certainly pulled it out of the bag in the last 20 metres or so. Touching in now is the Belarusian Alexei Talay on 515. And that is the Final result of the day's action here in Berlin. And that is your results. The top four there, all flirting with the 3-minute mark. Jan Povestil almost getting under it, bang on 3 minutes for him. Jonas Larsson was the quickest, but he was thwarted in the end for gold by Ayad Shalabi, who touches in on 871 points, taking the final gold medal of the day here in Berlin at the Internationale Deutsche Meisterschaften Swimming Championships 2017. So we may have finished for today with the swimming, but don't forget we still have medal ceremonies to come to congratulate and appreciate as well the swims we have just seen. The medal ceremonies will be coming up in the 50-metre backstroke for the German champion, the German youth champion, and the international youth champion as well. That will be followed by the men's champion for the 50-metre backstroke. And then we will see the medalists for the 150-metre individual medley for the women and the men as well. And we will see crowned once again Monica Boggioni as gold medalist in the women's, and in the men's Ayad Shalabi of Israel. And once again, whenever the Israelis seem to swim, they seem to swim really well indeed. Just to mark your card as well for tomorrow, we will begin on the live stream at the same time as ever with the racing. First heat begins at 9 o'clock local time, which is 8 o'clock British summer time. Do make sure you join us for that. But now it's all about the medal ceremonies, and I'll hand you over to Christian, who will read out those athletes who will take their place now on the podium.
Meine Damen und Herren, wir kommen zur Siegerehrung über 50 Meter Rücken der Jugend und der offenen Klasse. Und Sie fragen sich, der Jugend und der offenen Klasse? Ja, da können wir mächtig stolz sein, weil die Jugendlichen haben ja auch die offene Klasse gerockt. Und somit ist das hier sozusagen eine doppelte Siegerehrung. Den dritten Platz belegte Simon Prodanovic. Mitnehmen. Kannst jetzt Wasser. Den zweiten Platz belegte Fabian Brune. So, und er kann jetzt doppelt stolz sein, weil er ist deutscher Jugendmeister und er ist deutscher Meister der offenen Klasse. Herzlichen Glückwunsch an Malte Braunschweig. So, jetzt kriegen wir noch ein schönes Foto von denen, die hier gleich 2 Siegerehrungen auf einen Schlag erfüllen. Herzlichen Glückwunsch nochmal an die 3 jungen Wilden. Victory ceremony over 50-meter backstroke. International Youth Final. Third and winner of the bronze medal, representing Hungary with 633 points, Bence Moksari. Second and winner of the silver medal with 647 points, representing Berlin, Germany, Malte Braunschweig. And international youth champion with 746 points, representing France, Hugo Didier. Ladies and gentlemen, victory ceremony, 50-meter backstroke, open class. Third and winner of the bronze medal with 879 points, representing Netherlands, Mark Evers. Second winner of the silver medal with a new world record and 892 points, representing United States of America, Robert Grieswold. And international German champion 2017 over 50-meter backstroke with 916 points, representing Great Britain, Jonathan Fox. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand up, rise if you can for the national anthem of Great Britain. Meine Damen und Herren, bitte erheben Sie sich von Ihren Plätzen für die Nationalhymne Großbritanniens. Congratulations once more for a really good competition. Here, go together for a good photo. And ladies and gentlemen, victory ceremony, women's 150 meters individual medley for the youth final. Hier belegte den ersten Platz aus Deutschland vom SC Potsdam Gina Böttcher. Eigentlich, Gina, solltest du jetzt auf den ersten Platz, weil du hast die Jugendwertung gewonnen und da müsstest du auf dem ersten Platz stehen. Danke, Gina. So, jetzt kriegen wir noch mal einen großen Applaus für die Gina Böttcher. Ist nämlich Erste geworden in der Jugendwertung. Und dann darfst du gleich da bleiben und Gina, vielleicht gehst du schon mal dann genau auf die andere Seite rüber, korrekt. Ladies and gentlemen, the victory ceremony for women's 150 meter individual medley open class. Winner of the bronze medal representing Germany, Gina Böttcher. Second and winner of the silver medal representing Poland with 702 points, Karolina Hammer. And international champion 2017 over women's 150 meter individual medley with a fantastic new world record. Representing Italy, Monica Boggioni. Congratulations! Ladies and gentlemen, please stand up, rise if you can, for the national anthem of Italy. Meine Damen und Herren, bitte erheben Sie sich von Ihren Plätzen für die Nationalhymne Italiens. Congratulations for all the medalists. Ladies and gentlemen, the last victory ceremony for today, and that's the victory ceremony over men's 150 meter individual medley. Third and winner of the bronze medal with 780 points, representing Italy, Efrem Morelli. Silver medalist with 835 points, representing Denmark, Jonas Larsen. And international champion 2017 over men's 150 meter individual medley with 871 points, representing Israel, Ehad Shalabi. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand up, rise if you can, for the national anthem of Israel. Meine Damen und Herren, bitte erheben sich vor Ihren Plätzen für die Nationalhymne Israels.
What fantastic scenes to end day 2 on. The look there on the face of Ayad Shalabi makes it all worthwhile, I'm sure, sticking with the live stream all the way through the duration of the day. He looks absolutely delighted with a fantastic swim in the final race of the night, the men's 150-metre individual medley. He picks up the gold medal, he tops the podium, and he looks absolutely delighted about it.
Ich möchte mich ganz herzlich bedanken beim Kampfgericht für die Arbeit, die Sie heute wieder am Beckenrand gemacht haben. Es war ganz fantastisch.
So a big well done to him, a big well done to all of our medalists, and a big well done to all of our record holders as well. Another impressive day in the pool. Just the 11 today rather than the 12 yesterday, but nonetheless still impressive stuff indeed. We now at a total of 25 world records over the course of the first 2 days. Absolutely fantastic. Well, can we add any more to that list? You'll have to tune in tomorrow and find that out. Make sure you join us for the first race in the heats tomorrow morning at 9 o'clock local time. That's 8 o'clock British summertime. But until then, have a fantastic evening and we'll see you tomorrow.